Good afternoon, everybody. How are you all doing? If we
Good
could just do
afternoon,
a
ma'am.
Good
good
afternoon,
afternoon.
ma'am.
Good afternoon. Okay, we could just do a quick recap of what we did yesterday. If you all could share what were your takeaway points, it'll be great.
You told us how to create reels and what are the reels function within the mobile,
Right?
and you also showed some of the reels made by you for your clients.
Right.
Yeah, and some of the features like aligning, adding effects, adding filters, duration of the reel, etc.
Correct. Perfect. Okay, I think that was a good revision. We've almost covered everything there. So today, as I shared with you all, we are going to look into these two apps called Canva and InShot, which are really good to make reels, right? So is there anyone here who has never used Canva? Please feel free to share. It will just help me take you all through from scratch. Is there anyone here who's never used Canva? You can even put it down in the chat box. So should I assume everybody has used Canva at some or the other time?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, all right. Okay, lovely. ठीक है. So what I'll do is I'll just quickly share my screen now, and yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm assuming you all can see my screen. Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am.
So this was one of the reels, just for while training someone only. I had created it, so I'm just gonna share that with you all at the beginning. Okay, so this was again made on Canva. So since most of y'all know Canva, I'm not going to get into the nitty gritties of it, but just for y'all to understand, Canva can be used for free as well as the paid version. Like I told you all yesterday, I have used it for 4 years for free. I'm using the paid version now. Okay, and which is also approximately 4 to 5 thousand for the whole year, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so whenever you make anything on Canva, it gets auto saved. You have all your designs here, so you can see all my designs here, which have been created. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So while making reels, what do I need to do? So I'm going to just type Instagram reels first. Okay. So it gives me a lot of options. So when we make a reel, we need to understand that we've divided into three parts. One is your opening, which is your hook. Okay. When you say hook means this is the thing which people are going to see and decide if they will stay back or they want to move on. So it needs to be really strong. So it could even be like a pain point that you're talking about. So example, if I'm doing it, say for a brand related to hair care, okay, and I'm gonna say, so are you? Is the October heat killing you? Okay, so something like that, which is going to be striking, and how it's going to impact your hair, etc., etc., etc. But your first question, your first slide needs to be really impactful for people to relate with it. Okay, so that's your hook. The second thing is, of course, like the main reel, the content of the reel, and the last thing is going to be your CTA. So can someone tell me what is a CTA?
Call to action.
Yes, so you need to have a call to action. I'm not saying all the time, but it's great to have one where you're prompting the audience of what you want them to do, right? What action should they be taking after watching this reel of yours? So it could just be follow us for more tips, follow us for this, or place your order, book your appointment with us. It could be anything. So your CTA has to be not only on your reel, but even at the end, maybe in your caption also. So while you all are creating captions, why should you all have CTAs? Okay, why? Because whenever you put up a CTA, people are going to engage more with your post, with your story, with your reel. Okay, so the more comments I have, the more engaging that post or that reel is, and the more Instagram is also going to push it. So two things to remember: we need to create engaging stuff as well as savable content. Okay, so Of late, I had heard that saves is the new algorithm for Instagram. Okay, so if they see that a lot of these posts or these reels are being saved, they're going to push it more. So how do you think of creating these? So let's imagine if I'm working for a brand, do you think I can all the time keep telling them, you know what, come book an appointment with us, take our services, buy our products? No, right? I mean, I can't fill up my whole page only with that. What do I need to do? I need to educate them, I need to entertain the audience, and I need to engage with the audience. So when I'm talking about educating them, so try to create some kind of tutorials, try to provide some valuable tips to the audience, right? Related to it. So, for example, while I was doing it for a dermat, so we would talk about having frizzy hair, or say having oily hair, or how can you get your laser treatments done, etc., etc. Okay. While you're trying to entertain them, of course, we need to use all kinds of transitions to ensure that we're entertaining them. We are making it really appealing with the trending songs that we can use, right? And when we speak about engaging, like I told you all, we can have a CTA where you're expecting them to even drop down something in the comments. So we've actually done that for the brand Womanista that I was sharing with you all yesterday, the financial literacy for women. So where she shared a lot about, what kind of investments should you be making other than your FDs, gold, etc. So at the end, she said, drop down your questions. So we actually had loads of questions there where she had to respond to them. How does this help? It helps you in even personalizing things for your audience. You're actually giving them a personal touch by addressing to their concerns. Another thing which really helps is where you create user generated content. Now, what does that mean? Where you're expecting the user to generate content for you. Okay, so even the story sticker that we have, where you ask them, ask me anything, so, or you ask them that what kind of post should we be creating, what kind of reels should we be creating. Ask your audience, engage with them to know what are they looking at. So just one more thing to share, like Womanista also has a WhatsApp group which I'm a part of. So they have this question hour. Okay, of course this is not about reels, but for you all to understand how they engage with the community. So say 7 to 8 p.m. they had their question hour where everyone had to put down their questions and they would be answered live on WhatsApp. What happened is, through that we got a lot of ideas to create our reels and our post content, that this is what users are interested in. So that's called UGC. Okay, user generated content. Even if you look at Humans of Bombay, what is it? Nothing but a UGC platform, right? So they're not creating any content on their own, they're actually just reaching out to the users, and they're generating content from them only. Correct. So important that you keep doing a lot of research. You can also go to Quora and see, type your type your keywords there and see what kind of questions people are asking around this, so that you create what's relevant. All right. So that's about your 3 things about the reel that you need to do. Okay, so now when you go on Instagram Reels video, try to pick up a template. Like I told you all yesterday, if you're a beginner, please pick up templates. Do not start afresh, because you'll really go low on confidence if you think that, okay, it's not turned out to be the way I want it to be, right? So if you are a beginner, initially use a template, but when you are using a template, ensure you pick up the one which is closest to what you want to make. Okay, so for example, if I'm looking at this one, yeah, I think something like this would be good if I'm going to talk about, some video which has been shot, and I can place it inside this, right? If I'm looking at some apparel company, maybe I'll want to use something like this, yeah, where they're announcing a sale. So try to at least ensure that we are picking up a template which is close to what we want to make. It will just help you go better, right? Even when you pick up a template, what you could do is ensure that you're changing the colors, the text a little bit, so that it's not same. So if you see what I've shown you all yesterday of Dr. Kavya, who's a dermat, right, her clinic, so we had picked up something like this. I hope you all can recollect, right? So pick it up, but make a few changes, because there are millions of users who use Canva. So we definitely don't want to create content which is very similar, right? Another thing that we can do is, maybe if it's a restaurant or something related to food, we can actually make something from here, pick up a template close to that, follow me. This would be probably your last slide, your CTA slide, right? So these are a few tips on how do you select what kind of template should you be using. Okay, so now let's quickly pick up a template from here. Okay, let me take this one for now. Once you click on it, it of course takes you to another tab. Ensure you're not making too much on the extreme top or at the extreme bottom. As we know, while scrolling through reels, it gets deleted, right? It gets hidden ideally. Okay. So once I've come here, I've clicked on it and I've deleted the existing video. I can actually add my own video if required. Okay. So a few things which I'm not sure if y'all are aware about. While using Canva, you also have filters here. So you can decide which color reels or which color videos do you want to create. So you can simply select that. Like you can see, I've selected yellow and I'll say apply filter. So you all can see everything related to the yellow color has come in here. Okay, so if you're looking at something which is color focused or some specific brand color that you want, just go ahead and use this. Okay. On this note, one more tip. There's something called Colorzilla. It's an extension tool. So you just need to go to Chrome and type Colorzilla, COLORZILLA extension. And once you download it, you actually have it right here on the top right hand side. You can add it to the taskbar and it's like a color drop. So wherever you take it on your desktop, on your laptop, it's going to pick up that color. Okay, and each color has a unique universal code. So whoever you're dealing with in any part of the world, if you just say I'm looking at this color, I'm sure you'll have done a lot of projects, and sometimes when you'll go to print, there's a color difference. So of course it could be the printing end concern, or while the file is being transferred, and they're opening it, the color gets changed. So you need to tell them that no, I'm looking at this color only. Also, when you're looking at creating logos, ensure that if you've got it done from someone, you're also taking the color codes from them. Very, very essential. Okay, for you to ensure that you have it in place. Okay, so you can have the filter from here. If you don't want the filter, simply click on clear all and go ahead. Okay, this is where you find your templates. The next is elements. I'll just pick up a few things which I think are important, since you all have said you all already know Canva. So there's something called frames. Okay, so frames are really amazing. It's an amazing feature. Like you can see the laptop or a mobile phone or a desktop or an iPad. You all can use it in so many ways right here. I'll also share with you all how I've used these frames with one of my clients as well. So just to share how it's even used, I'm sure you all know about these cuts, 3 cut, 6 cut, 9 cut. I'm not okay, it's not maintained right now, but I'll just show you how I'd use like a magazine cover picture, etc. Okay. So this is a jewelry designing platform that I was sharing about yesterday. Okay, and they've done tie-ups with big brands like Vaman Hari Pethe, Lakshmi Diamonds, etc. Yeah. So see, these are the cuts. All of this was made on Canva. Huh? You need to cut it through an external app though, but it's been created here. Okay. So they were featured in a magazine. All right. So what I did was I just took at that point of time, we didn't have the physical magazine in hand. We had an copy of the magazine. So what I did is I just took the screenshot of that and I added it inside this. Can you see here? Yeah. So
yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So this is how you can use the frame. Like you can see this one as well. Right. So it looks like it's the magazine itself, but I've just taken a screenshot and put it inside. So of course the cuts are not maintained currently. That's why it's looking like this. But I hope you all got the idea of how it is. Right. So frames are really useful because whatever you drop in now, it takes the shape of it. So it's trust me, I've taken like say one of my client has been featured in UN Women right now. Okay. So what I did is her article was there and I did a screen recording of my laptop and I put it inside a desktop screen. Or say there's someone who's announcing a site-wide sale. You can actually again take a screen recording, put it inside for them to view it. Why not create such reels also, right? Or if I'm going to teach someone how to use my app, I can actually do a screen recording of my app, put it inside a mobile phone so that it's more neat, right? The most amazing thing about these frames is there are multiple options, okay, and these are all available in the free version. For example, if I'm even looking at making, say 10K followers, okay, so they also have alphabets and numbers here. So you just pick up 1 and 0. Okay, let me just do that quickly. And you can also pick up K. I'm not picking up K for now. I'm going to make this black so that it's legible. Okay. And you can also insert videos inside this, right? Even inside the numbers. So maybe I can just go here, go on videos, and I'm going to type glitter. So can you see so many options of videos are also there, which I can add in here. Let's say I'm picking up. Okay. It'll be too dark to go with the dark one. So say I'm picking up this one. It will actually take the shape of this one. How do you do that? You just hover on top of it. Yeah. I can do the same thing with 0 also. But I think currently this much is good. And there you go. See how I'm playing. You can download it in a video format and you're sorted. Right. So this is just an example with numbers. You can even do it with alphabets. Correct. So that's an important thing under elements. What else can you do in elements is do not limit your visualization with, say if I'm taking this circle. So don't limit it with the circle alone. You can even extend it, make something like this, something like this. So play with it, or you can even make it really tiny and maybe just have book now, register now written on top of this. Okay, so just giving you all a few ideas of why you all create your reels, how they can look beautiful aesthetically. Cool. Next is videos are also in-house right here. There are audios as well in-house on Canva. And we also have charts here. So what are these charts? These are graphical representations if you want to talk about any facts or figures. Okay. So say if I'm going to talk about yoga, so maybe I'll say, 5 out of 10 people are facing back problems. So would you want to join? Or, work from home has led to back issues. So just giving some numbers and then you give them like a graphical representation of it. So just go and see all, and there you go. So there's a pie chart, there's this toggle that you can use, or you can even use these male female icons illustrations right here, and you can simply edit and you can type, you can decide how many filled items, how many total items, what kind of spacings should be there. Okay, so this is one more thing that can be done. Now, uploads, of course, you all must be knowing. Uploads is where you can upload your own images, your own videos, your own audio. You can even record yourself. A lot of people do tutorials on Canva and record it and then put it out on Instagram. Okay, even as IGTV videos. Okay, photos, very easy. I'm sure all of you all know that. Now, when we talk about text, if you all have actually explored text, of course, these are template texts which are put up here. But if you talk about adding a text box and coming here. So I'm just going to type anything right now. Okay, so say I'm just typing MET college. Okay, I can change, of course, my text from here, my fonts and everything. I simply go on effects and you can see there are so many effects here. Shadow effect, lift effect. You can actually use these. They're completely free. And you can even curve it. Okay, like this. So of course, this is not looking too clear. So maybe I'll stick to the one where I'm not using anything and even invert the curve. Yeah, you can also make it like a wave. Very simple. Just copy paste this and invert it, So Control C, Control V. And maybe from here, I'll just invert it as though it's a wave. Okay. Now, while doing this, if I want to animate it, how do I do it? Okay. So I just click on this. I go on these 3 dots and there are so many free animations right here. So there's a page animation, of course, where all of this comes slowly. And the next is text animation, which has been recently introduced by Canva. Okay. This wasn't there earlier. It's a recent development. All right. So it's completely free, amazing to be used. Okay. Another thing which is really amazing is styles. So under styles, what happens is if I have to pick up, say, a new template, okay, I'm going to add, say, a new template right here. I need something which has colors. Okay, let's try with this one. So you can see that each template also has multiple slides, okay? So if I click on this one and I go on styles, it's like a shuffle option. So it shuffles with all the colors that you want to try on with. So it not only shuffles your colors, it also shuffles your text. So for example, if I want to show a client multiple options in terms of colors or text, what I'll do is I'll just create this, keep shuffling it, and I'll send them as an option. So I don't need to sit and experiment with different colors or different fonts, right? So this is just with one click, you keep clicking on it and it'll keep shuffling. Like you can see how it's happening currently. Yeah. Okay. Other than that, you can of course have your own audio put up or an audio from here. And yeah. So you can decide if you want to shuffle only the colors or the fonts or all of it. Okay. Now when you add a video here, okay, see if I want to add my own video, which I must have added a few right here. So if I want to add any video here, I simply click on this, I remove it, I go on elements and I can add a frame. You can even do this completely on your mobile phone. You can use it as an app and have the access to the same account. Okay, and let's say I'm going to pick up this one for now. Okay. I'm just simply going to extend it, ensure it's right here. And I go on uploads and I'm going to pick up any video from here. Okay. So this was more like a behind the scene video of this particular boutique. How do I do this now? Click on it and just position it backward. Yeah, fair enough. And I can just play it. If I want, I can just click on this and ensure that the volume is mute of the video. And I'll add some good music. So this was behind the scenes. So we can tell them, prepping up for our 50% sale. Watch us, watch out the behind the scenes of it, right? So even something like this can be done. What I was sharing with you all is about the article, about the client who got featured. So maybe I'll just take the frame and put up the screen recording of the feature, which is right here. And once I add a video, I can also crop it, I can flip it, I can trim it. Okay, like I told you all yesterday, just remember the symbols. You click on this and you can actually trim it. Okay, so if I don't want so much, if I want only this much, you can actually trim it from here. If you're seeing on the top, I'm just extending it and trying to ensure how much ever I want is kept here. Okay, if I click on it, I also get an option to crop it. If I think the sides are not required, maybe I can just use an app, like I can show it as if it's happening on a mobile app. I can do it like this also. I can flip it also. So there you go. So sometimes it happens where, we shoot a reel where you're doing this, next. So we'd actually done this for 2 companies and we were introducing all the team members. So instead of doing this, some people did this. So what do? Instead of asking them to reshoot, just ask them to flip it. You can just flip it while creating this. An animation I've already shown you all right? So there's this interesting animation here, which is called tumble. Yeah, this one. Okay. So this is something good to use and it's free. All right. Okay. So once it's done, you'll also be able to see the number of seconds which are here. All right. So say if I don't want a particular part, of course, I can just click on it and delete it. I don't want this part. I'll click on it and I'll delete it. Coming back to this, I can add a video here where I'm just going to type. Let's see if we have a ready-made video. Okay. All right. Okay, something like this looks good. Over on top of it and it gets added, okay? All right. And there you go. So you can create multiple frames also of this by just adding pages from here. Okay, you can also click on this and add a transition of how do you want one slide to go to the other slide. Okay. And the last slide could be your CTA slide where you can put up your Instagram thing that, you know, follow us on this account, etc., etc. If you like it, share it, save it, comment below with whatever your answers are. Okay. Now, a few things about Canva, which I'm assuming y'all might not know, is where you can actually create. I'm just going to type girl. Okay. Let's see what comes in. And I'll go on photos. Okay. So we're going to do something called mockups here. So say, for example, I'm going to take up this particular girl's picture. What you can do in Canva Pro is, what are the features of Canva Pro? I'll just quickly share with you all. One is that you all can remove the background of any picture, okay, instantly, very neatly too. Second is you can resize any image. For example, if this is like a reel ka size, and if I want to resize it, I simply click here on resize, and I can resize it into a PowerPoint presentation, into an Instagram post, square post, infographic, whatever I want to. With just one click, it gets resized. Okay, so I'll just give you all an example together. So see, if I want to make it into a presentation, I'll just say copy and resize. Okay, you can see that the whole thing has been resized. Of course, you can stretch it and make it the way you want. If you're using the free version, a trick that I can share with you all is just open the particular size that you're looking at and then just do Control A. Okay, do Control A here. So if I come on this, I'm just going to do Control A, where you can see everything's got selected. Do Control C and go to that particular tab and do Control V. Got it? So this is one more thing that you can easily do. Even while you all are uploading images here, how would you all be uploading? Maybe coming here, upload media, and then you all, you know, look it up in your desktop or your laptop or your phone, and then add it here. What you could simply do is even copy paste. So I use my web WhatsApp, which is always on. So if I've exchanged something on web WhatsApp, or if there's anything on my email, I simply go to that image and I do. I just right click on it, copy it, and I paste it here. So I'm just going to go to Google and I'm going to say fashion. Okay, and images. Okay, let's say I take this particular image and I right click on it and I can just say copy image. I come back here and I simply do Control V. Can you see it's right here? It's here as well as here. So you don't really need to go and upload media and stuff. Okay, you can just do drag drop as well. All right. Okay. So what we're going to do was mockups, right? So when we do mockups, you just come here, click on it. Remember this particular rule of Canva, whatever you want to change, you need to click on it. Okay. So CC, click to change. If I click on this, I'll be able to change the background color, but I want to change this image. So I'm going to click on this, go on edit image. You can see there's a BG remover here. You can simply use that, or you can also click on smart mockups. Now, what are these mockups? Mockups are basically, I'm sure you all know, like an artificial arrangement where your object gets settled into that environment which is created, right? So, say this is a website launch, okay? So I can adjust it inside a mobile frame or a laptop frame. What I could also do is say it's the cover picture of a magazine. So similar to frames, but still it's different because you get multiple options right here, and the whole setup is ready. Say I want it to look like it's a painting. Okay, that can also be done. Or if I want it to look like it's on a mug, you know. So we do these personalized giftings, right? So say it's on a mug or it's on the hoodie. So if you're going to do it for a t-shirt brand, okay, so maybe you want to take up that design and adjust it on the hoodie to see how it's going to look. So all of that can be done on smart mockups by Canva. I'm sorry, it takes a little while to download, honestly. Like, yeah, here you go. If you saw, there were also additional frames at the bottom. So if these are a few unexplored things on Canva, if you all have not come across it, you all must use it. Are you all with me? Are you all understanding? Is it interesting
Yes,
of
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know why is it taking so much time today. So it's basically a setup of your visiting cards, your greeting cards, your someone who's on the laptop sitting like this, okay? And it looks like they're checking out what you have put up. So say you're working with a company who's launched a few courses and you're taking them through it. So you don't really need to get somebody to do it for you. You already have a person who's sitting like this, and you just insert your video there, or you insert your creative there, your picture there. Okay, I think it's taking a little time. We'll try to refresh it and try one last time, or else we move forward. So Canva offers this feature of background remover, like I told you all. But if you're not using the paid version, then what do? You simply click on remove BG. There's this free app. You can use it on your mobile as well as on your laptop. Okay, it's called remove.bg. Simply upload an image here. Okay, let me see if I have any ready images. Okay, let's take this one. And you can see how the background has been removed. Yeah, it's completely free. So you can actually enhance your stuff like this. Also, sometimes, you want to have the person's face. Like I told you, okay, if I want to put up my face there, maybe I'll take my picture, I'll remove background, and I'll be pointing on, do you want to know 5 real hacks which will help you increase your views, etc., etc. So I can actually shoot. Maybe I can have a picture like this. I can have a picture like this. Yeah, so you can use it that way too, and I can simply download it, or I can just go on edit. Once I go on edit, I can even make my background blurry, blurriest, okay, or none, and I can even add any images behind this. So even while you're doing it for a product, you don't really need to shoot it or take a picture. If you just have an existing picture, adjust it accordingly. Okay, of course we can do this with our own images as well. So you can see there are so many options right here, right now. Or you can also upload your own background if any. Okay, from here. Another thing is changing colors. So you can change all types of colors. You can see so many options are there. Or if you're looking at more colors, simply type the code here. Like I told you, you all can use Colorzilla, and you need to have a specific code of the color. So see, if I click here, this is the color code for this particular color. So I can simply do Control C, and I can even take this color code on Canva and use it. Okay, so I'm just going to say okay. And I've got this exact cherry red which I wanted, right? So this is also one more way that you can do it. You can even erase and restore from here. So simply click on this, and if our hair has gone the other way around, I've cleaned it up, I've removed that hair part of hers. So of course you need to be very neat and patient and go slow. Don't try to jump onto doing things. But yeah, this is how you can just edit it. If you want to restore it, simply click on restore. But once you restore, it's going to restore the original image and not this color. So yeah, there you go. Yeah. You can even give it some kind of an outline if you want. So I can even imagine what level ka erasing I can do. So there are these graphic designers and people who actually use Adobe Illustrator or Photoshop, etc. I think this is such an easy tool. You don't really need to know these kind of softwares to use these tools. It's completely free. If I want to undo, you simply click here. Okay, maybe I can even erase a part and make my brush really tiny and even give it an outline. I'll just undo and I'll say restore and I'll give it an outline. Okay, just need to be a little patient and do it neatly. So I'm sure this is something which you all must be seeing everywhere, happening. that people use these kind of shadows at the back. Okay, like an outline. So this is about remove.bg, very, very easy to use. Similar to this is something called unscreen.com. Okay, what is unscreen? Basically, you can put up a video and you can remove the background of the video up to 3 seconds for free. Okay, of course, post which it expects you to buy a package and use the platform, but it's called unscreen, unscreen.com. Okay. Even to make your own GIFs, you can actually do that. So if I want to make my own GIF and I want to just keep doing this, I'll shoot it, I'll put it up on unscreen, and I can use it as a GIF on my own stories on my own account. Okay, that's one more thing that you can do. Okay, let's see if mockups has been. Oh, there you go. Finally. So yeah, these are the kind of mockups like hoodie, mug, t-shirts, books, frames, like I told you all. So if I need to click on the laptop part, okay. So wherever your design here is written, that's where the design will come in. Yeah. So the whole setup is right here. Just simply click on it and it will take the shape of it. Okay. If you keep going down, you'll see visiting card also. So you can use this so beautifully with the brands that you're working with. Paintings, These are amazing options even for your personalized stuff, Hoodie, t-shirts, on your mugs. Just click on it and it takes the shape. Yeah? Okay. All right. Now, if you need to make a reel cover, what do? Of course, we are on reel videos right now, but when you want to make a reel cover, your reel cover has to be of this size only. Do not make a square reel cover. It has to be of a story size only. Ensure that it's covered only from, you take up the square this. Okay, so if I have to give you all an example of making a cover, maybe I'll just go on Elevates. I'm going to type girl PNG. Okay, I'm just taking a ready PNG image. Okay, let's say I'm taking this one. I'll place it somewhere in the center and not from here if I don't want it to be cut, or I'll adjust it the way I showed you all yesterday of how can you all adjust it. Okay, by ensuring that your square has the important part and not this part but the face, etc. Right? And I'm going to put up here, I'll just go on text. Try to use fonts which are legible, guys. Like I told you all yesterday, there's just 1 second to decide, right? If that person is going to stay back. So let's not make it confusing. Use very, very simple, easy to understand text. So I'm going to say 5 ways. Sorry. 5 ways to increase your reel views. Okay, I'm going to extend it, make it really big. And like this. She goes a little on the corner. And I will use some good font here. You can even use this font called Now. Glacial Indifference. These are very nice fonts which can be used. Okay, I can make it bold also from here. I can reduce the spacing from here. I'm just trying to use all the features in case there is someone who doesn't know about it. Okay, and you click on this and I can even make this white. Fair enough. So my reel cover is ready. I simply download it from here. Okay. I'll ensure it's downloaded in a PNG format because that gives me good resolution. I will select which page number am I looking at and I'll simply download it. Okay, everybody clear till here? Are you all understanding how are you all going to make your reels and your reels cover?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, any questions? Please feel free to ask. You can stop me and ask.
Sure, ma'am, we can.
Okay. So now while you all are creating a reel inside Canva, see, visualize it like it's a video. Okay? So video mein kya hoga? There'll be one slide which will come, go. Second slide which will come, go. Third slide which will come and go. Right? Or you'll be just using one slide, but the video inside keeps moving. Correct? So you need to understand what are you going to make. So again, think of it like how are you going to visualize it. So first I'll go on my templates. Say I'm picking up this one. So ye ho gaya my first slide. I'm going to add a page, and this will be my second one. I'll add a page, and this will be my third, and my last one is going to be this. Correct? I'm just going to delete the first few parts that we made to avoid any kind of confusion. Okay. There's also add transition, duplicating it. All these options are right here that you can see. And yeah, this looks good. Okay. Now, if I want to decide how many seconds will this one be, simply go here on the seconds and remove this and make it 3 seconds. Okay. If you want this particular slide for 5 seconds, okay, so be it. If you want this to be for, say, 2 seconds, so you can decide how much duration will each slide be, okay? And come here, I think 6 seconds is pretty long. We could probably make this into 3 seconds, okay? I can also go here and add my music, or like I told you, I'll just download it, and you can upload it directly on Instagram and then add music from there. Let's see if we present, how does it look, okay? Yes, guys, interesting. So within seconds, you're actually able to make these reels. Okay. So like I told you all, slide by slide, understand what you want to showcase, your cover slide, your hook, and your CTA, and this will be your content. Okay. So even if I'm looking at animating my text, I need to click on it and then animate it. Okay. So that it comes one by one. Fair enough. Any doubts on Canva right now that you all wish to ask? Because for the next half of the session, we're going to move on to my mobile phone on InShot. So any doubts that you all have here?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay. Okay, so how many of y'all have used InShot? Okay, Shreya has. Darshil has. Pearl has. What about the others? Is it going to be your first time using InShot?
Kind of.
Okay. All right. Okay, cool. So like I shared with you all yesterday, that InShot is a globally used app, and it's really amazing how they've made it free. Okay, you don't need to pay an extra penny to use it, and they have amazing features inbuilt. Okay, so trust me, currently I am also using the free version, although most of my reels are made on InShot. Still, I'm using the free version because it just suffices all my needs. Okay, so but even if you go up for the paid version, it's not too expensive. But yeah, okay, so I'm going to share my screen now from my mobile, and we'll quickly dive into it. Also, yesterday I had asked you all to prepare a reel or give some ideas for it. Did anyone do that?
Ma'am, I did, but it was for one of my assignments. So is it fine if I show that?
Yeah, sure. So maybe we could stay back after the session and see those.
Yeah.
If anyone's made anything, even if you all haven't, it's completely fine. But I just thought in case you all have, we can see it. Okay. All right. Okay. So, all right. So this is how InShot looks. Okay, the red one. You simply download it, click on it, and then you get this option of choosing videos. Okay, I'm not going into photos and collages. That's something too insignificant to do right now. We'll look into videos. And what do? You go into new, click on the plus sign, and then it gives, it opens up all the videos on your mobile phone. Okay, always ensure that whatever kind of exchange you all do of videos mainly is done over your Google Drive, or another platform, because if you share it via WhatsApp, I'm sure you all know this, that the resolution goes really low, and in turn your reels will get impacted. Okay, so ensure that you're using the right quality when you put it out. Okay, so I can simply click on whatever I want and just click on the tick at the bottom, the green tick at the bottom, and it will come there. Okay, so right now I'm not doing that. What I'm going to do is, what I did is, in the break I just saved a draft of what I had made earlier, and there you go. Okay, So here what I'm going to do is now I'm going to show you all each feature inside InShot and how to use it. That's one. And while we are doing this, we'll also do the transitions. Okay. So the first thing is canvas. What is a canvas? Canvas is the size that you want. Okay. So it could be your square post size if you wanted this size. It could be this size, which is the rectangular size under Instagram. It could be your YouTube size also. It could be your reel size, which is this TikTok ka symbol jo hai, that one. Okay. Now, why I'm sharing this with y'all is because recently I was interviewed by an NGO where they wanted to know how did I, shape my career into social media and how is it helping me, etc. To my surprise, what they did was they actually shot it. We had this whole interview on Zoom. They recorded it and they edited the whole 15 to 20-minute interview on InShot. Okay, they gave it some captions and the questions that they were asking me. Pehle those came in, then my answers came in, etc., etc. So imagine the power of InShot, that what you're going to learn today is not only for your reels, but it's also for your YouTube videos or even your personal use ke liye bhi, if you want to use for any birthdays, anniversaries, anything at all, you can make all of it right here. Okay. So that's important. So choose the correct canvas that you need to. There are so many more options. We'll just stick with this one. For reels, you need to use the one which has the TikTok symbol. Okay. How do you go back to the main screen? Can you see the tick on the right hand side? You simply click on that and there you go. Okay. The next is music. So under this, you can add music in multiple ways. One is you can record your own voice. The second one is where you can have effects. So when you click on effects, there's a transition effect ka thing, game ka, bell ringing ka, heartbeat ka, laughter ka. So say if you're making like a comedy video, you can actually have laughter in the background by using the audios which are inbuilt inside. Cool. And the next one is my music. What is my music? My music is the music which is inside your phone. Okay, whichever music you've downloaded and kept inside your phone, all of them will be reflected here, so you can use that also. And the last one is featured. Yeah, Deepin, you want to ask something? Okay, all right. So featured is what? The inbuilt music of InShot that it offers. What we saw earlier was effects, matlab laughter effect ho gaya, heart beat ka sound ho gaya, right? This is what the music which they offer. So how do you look up for that? So pick up the kind of soft instrumental or whatever you're looking at, click on it, and then you'll click on this and say use. Okay, you'll be able to hear it and just click on use and you're done. Okay. So again, you can use all of these for free. I've actually used a lot of music also from here and it's very nice. The next thing is extract audio from video. Okay. Now, of course, first thing that I told you all was ensure you'll add the music from Instagram only. Okay. But say, for example, I can't find something or I like some music which is in a particular video, but how do I take only the audio? I'm sure you all know the long way. You go on, say if it's a YouTube video, you take the link, go on Google, just type MP3 downloader, and then you put up the link there, MP4 to MP3, and then you download the audio and then add it here. An easy way to do it on InShot is just say extract audio from video. So wo video chala jayega, but your audio remains. Okay, so if you just click on this, and I have so many videos right in here, I can just click on whatever I want and my audio remains and the video gets extracted. Sorry, it gets removed. Okay, fair enough. So that's about the music. So currently if I want, I can probably take any music from here. Let's say this one, and I'm just going to say use. Okay, now when I say use, can you see it's got added here? Correct. The purple thing, the purple patch that you see is the music. So I can decide how much part of the music also I want. How do I do that? Click on edit. Okay, and I can trim my music. Okay, I want only this much, I want only this much. Okay, I can also adjust my volume from here. So a lot of time I get these queries that Nirali, we want to add our voiceover as well as a little music in the background. How do we adjust the volume? So this is the answer. You can actually adjust your volume from here, make it really low and ensure your voice is higher. Okay, you can also have fade in, fade out here. Just simply click on tick and it's done. Okay. So I can also see if I want to add one more audio, what do I do? Okay. I can just click on this and I can if my video is longer, I will ensure that I make this shorter. Okay, so I can decide where will it start from also by just pulling the arrow. Cool. The next thing, so once you're done, just simply click on the tick. If you want to duplicate your music and put it on loop, then simply click on duplicate. Okay, I'm done with this much, so I'm just saying done. All right, everyone with me till here, the pace is fine. Am I going too fast?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am, we are
All
going
right,
not.
great. The next is sticker. Now, sticker are of course these kind of moving elements that you can put in here. You can also add your gifs here. So there are so many trending gifs which are right here. So you can add these to make it more fun and appealing, visually appealing, right? Different types of gifs are there. Cool. You can add those, or you can even add these. These are also free downloads. Click on them and add it. Now, there's this one very important thing is that if I want to ensure I'm doing my branding also. Okay, I want to put up my logo there. What do I do? Can you see this gallery ka symbol there? I simply click on it, which is next to the GIFs. Okay, I'll click on this. You go on the plus sign and you pick up any image which you think is your logo, or whatever you want to add there. Let's imagine this is my logo right now. So I can add a picture inside picture. It's got an exclusive feature also on InShot called PIP, which is picture in picture, which also allows you to add videos here. Okay. So I'm just using my fingers to make it really tiny, and I can ensure wherever I want to place it, I'll just go there and put it up here. Okay, and I'm done. Now this will also give me the liberty to decide kab tak this should be visible. Can you see here? Now I'll decide if I extend it, it will be till the end. If I don't, it will be only at the beginning and it's over. So just by what do you say? By clicking on that small arrow, you can elongate it and ensure that it's there till the end or there till here. Cool. Okay. So that's about the picture or the sticker that you want to add. Okay. If you want to copy it, you want to duplicate it, you can do that also. After that, very, very, very important, of course, is your text. Okay. So you simply click on text. You can type whatever you want. So right now I'm just going to type mistake, folks, media. Okay. If I want this to go on the second line, I'll get my cursor here and simply press enter and I'm done. I'm going to use my thumbs to make it really tiny, and I'll get it here. Cool. And what else can I do? I'll click on edit, and this is my color wheel with which I can change colors of my background, my text, my font, all of it. Okay. So my text color, I can make it like this, however I want. You all are seeing how it's changing. I'm going to keep it black for now. I can change the border of it. Okay. Something really, really amazing to be used. I can even change the shadow. If I want to add a shadow to it, I can actually do that as well. Okay. I can also go on label. Now, what is label? Label is basically the background color. Okay, so I can change this also with whatever I want, and the opacity. So if I want it to be a little transparent or I want it to be a little opaque, however I want it, I can choose it. I'm going to change my color to maybe this pink, and I'm going to ensure it's fully visible. So I want it to be opaque. Cool. I can also decide how long will it stay. Rules remain the same. Okay. So my text is done. Now, even under my text, if I still want to edit it, what do? I'll click on it, and on the right hand side, top right hand side corner, can you see that pen tool? Very tiny pen tool. I'll simply click on that, and I can do my left alignment, right alignment. I can do my spacings. Cool. Like this. And I can also do my animation from here. Very, very important. Interesting, guys. All of this can be done completely for free. Okay. So this is done. And if I want to have two text boxes together, then what do? I'm just simply going to copy or duplicate it. Okay. And I'll say okay. The next thing that we're going to look at is filter. Now filter, of course, needless to explain to you all. You can just, choose whichever filter you want to look at. You can even make it black and white, however you want it. And doesn't it look wonderful where, your reel is black and white and the text that you're putting up is colored? So you can choose however you want to make it. This is the original video and you're done. Okay. The next is PIP, like I told you all earlier, picture in picture. So if I want, see, sometimes you also want to create a tutorial. So let's say I'm working with a brand and they've launched a new app. So I want to create a tutorial where I'm educating my audience how to use this app. Okay. So what I'll do is, I'm showing you all a little long way, but trust me, it will be really nice. You can go on Canva. Okay. Take a screen recording of your app, put it inside the mobile frame. Okay. Then download it. Download it as a video, have it on your gallery, phone gallery, and simply click on it now. Okay. So right now I have an artist reel which I'm going to click on. This one. Okay. And let's say I'm explaining about whatever this video is about. Okay. Are you getting it? So you can actually have like a video inside a video where you are explaining to them. So maybe my face could be smaller and this could be bigger as well. You can do that too. Okay. So you can, this can be used for multiple things. Remember the video which I showed you all yesterday where she was pointing and the book cover came in there? This is how we did it. Okay. So I hope you all found this interesting, and it's really amazing how you can add two things together. Yes, Deepen?
So, ma'am, this is about adding picture in picture. If the thing is like in video editing apps and desktop, we can add multiple layers of audio. Is that possible over here in InShot?
Yeah. So I wouldn't say, see, when you say audio, there are two things that you can do. Either you have two audios merged. That's also one thing that you can do. And the second is what I told you, where you have a voiceover plus your instrumental in the background. So that is also something that you can do.
Okay. Got the point.
Yeah. So yes, guys, this was about picture in picture. We've actually used this to explain the usage of an app. Let me try if I can quickly find it for you all. There's this app called Zerodha. Okay. So we had made a reel for Womanista where we were explaining people. And we told them that, you know what, you have an amazing gifting idea. Why don't you gift people stocks? Yeah. Got it, guys? So this is how you can use it to explain a tutorial, explain your product, explain your service. Okay. So yeah, I'm just going to remove this currently. Okay. All right. Now, if I want to add one more video to this, what will I do? Can you see that plus sign, the red plus sign? I'll simply click on it. It will allow me to get access to my gallery again. And I can add one more video here. Okay. So we were on picture in picture. I'll just delete this quickly and I'll say okay. Now we go on pre-cut. Can you see that scissor? So we go there. This is something super, super interesting. Simply go on pre-cut. There are three options that you will get here. One is trim, one is cut, one is split. Okay. So when you trim it, what can you do? Very easy. Ye to we can do on WhatsApp also. We know there's a feature like this, right? So you will decide that, okay, I want only this much to be visible. When you cut, what is cut? Matlab, I don't want this beach ka part here. Can you see? So I'll decide that ye jo beach ka highlighted nahi hai na, that won't come. But other than that, it will look like it's a flawless, continuous video. Okay. And split is where one video is divided into two parts. Clear? So these are some amazing functions of this particular app which you can use, and it's called pre-cut inside this. We already saw what split is. Next is delete. Of course, any part of the video that you don't want, or one whole video if you don't want, you can delete it by clicking on this. Background is nothing but, you just zoom in like this, and just a second. We'll go here and then let's zoom in. Okay. So go on background and there you go. Can you see how you can blur the background? You can even use solid colors like this, or you can even use gradients like this, or if you're making an informal video, you can actually make it like this too. Okay, you don't want this, just zoom out. That's it. Okay, so that's what you can do with your background. Next is speed. So of course you can adjust your speed. Most of our phones have a time lapse, but agar nahi hai, kuch bhi hai, so you can increase and decrease the speed from here. Can you see this? Okay. If I want, I can also make it really slow. Just one toggle and you're done, guys. I mean, trust me, this is a wonderful app. Just spend 20 minutes every day, whether you have to create videos or no. Spend 20 minutes on this app and you will become pros. I can guarantee you all will be able to make anything on this earth, and much, much better than what I'm teaching you all also today. It's just practice that you need. Okay? So that is about speed. Next is crop. So we've all heard about cropping images, but how about cropping videos? So you can see the fan is over my head, okay? So what I can do is I can simply ensure it's not visible, and I'll crop the video. Okay, isn't that amazing? And the next is volume. Like I told you, volume of this can be lowered, higher, whatever you want it to be like. It can be adjusted. Replace is fine. Duplicate is where you want to put it in loop. Reverse. Reverse is an amazing thing. I'm sure we all have seen those videos where people are falling inside the pool and they're coming out of it. Someone has thrown a bag and it comes back to them, right? So how do you do that? There's this option of reverse here. So this whole thing gets reversed, okay? So it goes in a reverse mode. So that's how you can do it. So we were actually doing this for a client where she was running. Okay. So what we did was we split the part and we ensure that that part goes. Okay. That part goes in a reverse mode. So she's running behind and then she runs forward. So which was really nice. So that was done through this reverse option. Rotate is simple like this. Flip, like I told you all, this one or that one, what we had made for our team members. Okay, that also I can show you all quickly. So we made a reel to introduce the whole team. This one, see this. Okay, so that's how you can also, like, most of us made an error and it wasn't done properly, so I just flipped it. Getting it? So that's an easy way to do it. Freeze is where you want this particular part to be frozen, so it can be frozen for a little time there. Okay, you can see now this whole video is starting from behind because I've reversed it. Okay, so I've undo the reverse and now you can see how it's direct. Okay, so now let's see how do you do transitions here. Okay, like I told you all yesterday, what I was trying to explain to you all verbally. I hope you all tried understanding that time. So what I've done is here, I want to cut it now. Why? Because now it's covering the camera completely. So what I did is I shot 2 reels. I ensured I was at the same place and I kept doing this like a continuous action. Ensure you're doing it multiple times so that your transition is smooth. If you just do it once and leave it, it might not have come properly. And you need to make sure that you have covered the whole camera with your hand. Okay. So we'll go on pre-cut and we're going to cut it till here. Okay, this looks good. It's all ready, and we'll go to the next clip and we are again going to go and cut it and we are going to pick it up from. Okay, you can see I've not covered it correctly. Pura ekdam cover nahi ho raha tha, but let's see how does it turn out to be. Okay. Yeah. Yes, guys, was that a smooth transition? Pretty quick. So it's just about your editing skills, okay? So you need to ensure the whole thing is covered, do it multiple times, and wherever it started from here, I'll stop it in the middle and it needs to continue from here. ठीक है, इसका first part I can't take, इसका second part I'll take from where I am showing my other outfit or other look or whatever. Okay, guys, everybody followed this, understood?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, are you all with me?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
All right, cool. Okay, I've done one more again. This was just about the cloth, but yeah, it's just the same thing. I've already edited this one, so just showing it to you all though. So this is how flawlessly y'all can do it, you know. It's as simple as that. Now, with this, I'm not going to get into the detail of showing y'all all transitions, but I hope y'all are understanding. I can even do a snap. So I do a snap and I edit it. I do a snap and I edit it. Okay, so that's one more way in which y'all can do it. Okay. Now, other than this, sometimes I get a query that, you know, my voiceover is thoda slow and my video is fast. What do I do? So adjust it now. So ensure your video has been slowed down so that you're matching up your voice over and the video hand in hand. Or else, like I told you all yesterday, what I do is I keep it on my web WhatsApp or whatever, you know, on my laptop. While looking at it only, I audio record it, which enables me to ekdam, you know, what do you say, go hand in hand. So there's very minimal edit that's required because editing takes time then, you know. So this is easier and you go ahead quickly. Okay. Now another tutorial which I had done for Mystic Folks Media. So I keep giving out suggestions, right? That y'all can use these kind of GIFs. So these are the keywords for it. So I'll just show y'all. Okay. So happy Father's Day. Okay. So what I've done was I gave them GIF keywords. Okay. But for that, while you are typing, even that gets recorded, right? But what I did was, वो जो typing part है ना, वो मैंने cut कर दिया. So that part where my keyboard is present and I'm typing something, that got eliminated. And what came on the picture was just that the next word is coming. The next word is coming. Okay. So let's look at this one. See, I said type Rizzi and this came in. Okay. So are you all getting it? Ideally, what I did was screen record करके keyboard भी आ रहा था, but that whole part I kept eliminating and I took it on InShot. Yes, everyone? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So now we'll move on to the last segment for today is the product reel, which I told you all. So just give me a second. I have adjusted a few products, whatever I had at home to show you all and how we can do it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here on my Instagram account. I'm going to go here plus reels. Okay. So these are the products which I've just placed here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show it as though they are coming in. Okay. So first step, what you need to do is click on 1x जो है ना, उसको we'll make it say 2x or 3x. Okay. And now I'm going to arrange these as though they are coming in one by one. Okay. So I'm going to click on this and I'll stop. Now I'll show as though this has come in. I'll shoot again and I'll stop. And now I'll show as though this has been tilted and I'll stop. Okay. Now I'm showing this particular product has come in. If you see, I'm not taking up too much time in shooting it. Okay. And let's have the last one here. Okay, let's see how does it look now. Okay, got it everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah. So this is something so easy and so quick. I mean, it hardly took me some time to even create it. All I did was I had my products. Okay. So if you're doing it for a brand, what you could do is you can also, like, of course, currently I've just used a flat black surface here, right? What y'all can do is y'all can have some kind of branding also. मतलब side पे यहाँ पे y'all can actually have some kind of a banner or a flyer, or maybe just a bag. Say these are all products of the same brand, for example. So I can have my bag put up here, okay, like a paper bag which is showing what brand it is. So say branding bhi ho raha hai, these products are also coming in and going. So haven't we seen so often that these products keep piling in? So वो कैसे हो रहा था, ऐसे हो रहा था, right? So I'll just do this one more time in case there's anyone who's not understood. Okay, what else can you do is, if I want, I can even delete a particular part. I haven't come across on Instagram where you can reshuffle these videos together. Okay, even if I want to trim something, like I think this was too, I can trim it from here also. Aise trim pe click karke. I can delete it also. I need to delete each part of this. Okay. So ensure you have a game plan in mind. Okay, how do you want to shoot it, right? What will come in first? What will go in then? Cool. Have you all seen that something, it looks like something is traveling like this, like this, like this, and coming also? So कैसे होता है? Actually कोई move कर रहा है, and it's been shot in such a way that you feel it's coming on its own, correct? So this is nothing but a great trick which can be used to make any kind of reels related to your products. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep it like this for now and remove these. Cool. Okay, let's see. Yes, guys, interesting, easy. Okay. Any questions, guys?
Not really, ma'am. Like, it was quite simple and quite creative as well.
All right. So, guys, anybody else who's prepared anything from yesterday, or any kind of real ideas that you all gathered for any particular brand, of how can you all take it forward?
Ma'am, I made that product reel only, the ones you showed right now, stop motion reel.
Okay, lovely. So, do you have it to share, Darshal?
Yeah, I can share it. I will just log in from my phone.
Sure. So, of course, guys, this is a very evolving platform, where there are multiple things for us to learn always, and the trends keep changing. So, we just need to keep up with the trends. And by the time Darshal is just sharing, I'll just also show you all the reel guide in the meantime. Yeah. So, this is a reel guide which was prepared and put up as a post. You can see what kind of size, what kind of ratio should be there. So when a reel is showcased on your, while people are scrolling through the feed, this is how it looks, So ensure your text is also inserted here, and it's not above or below, so that it doesn't get cut, okay, or it doesn't get hidden. So 15% of your top and 15% of your bottom needs to be empty. Okay. And we've already discussed about the thumbnails of how it should be, right? So yeah, very basic things. I'm sure you all know this, but a lot of times we make these mistakes, while creating them or designing them. Okay, guys, any more questions? Anything you all want to know from me, or you all want to share? Please go ahead. Like I shared yesterday, reel ads have come in, right? But they're accessible only through Facebook Ads Manager. Okay, so you all must have seen off late sponsored reel B is visible, correct? So of course everyone hasn't yet dived into it to use it, but yes, that's something interesting. And we all know about the new feature which Instagram is offering, bonuses to reel creators. So based on the number of views, they'll be paid as well. So I think which has started internationally. I think India is still waiting for it. And there are a lot of countries where reels are not even accessible to them because of some kind of copyright issues of music, etc., etc. But yeah, so at least we have access to reels, but the bonuses, I think they're yet to be launched in India. But yeah, just a piece of information about it. Okay, so guys, I think if y'all are
Ma'am, do
clear.
you want me to show turning my cam on and just you can just hold the phone like that?
Sure, sure. You can go ahead. Perfect. Wow.
Goes like that.
Okay. Wow, that's amazing. Very nice, actually. Very, very creative. So how he's shown the shoes as though, they're going ahead on their own. Okay. Thank you, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed. And since it had to be done only through apps, of course, I couldn't teach you all, very extra advanced level reels, because we were going to use the in-house facilities that we have, right? But hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for joining in, and I had a great time with all of you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, everybody.